Hey, I'm Cornelis, and this is Your Band is a Business. This is my weekly update. Although, to be honest, it's been a couple of weeks since I last posted. So, today I will explain the reason for my absence. As well as that, I'm going to show you what I've been up to in order to promote my music on social media, so on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I'm also going to show you my latest Spotify stats. So anyway, where have I been? I went to Vilnius in Lithuania. So Vilnius is the capital of Lithuania. It is a country in the northeast of Europe, in case you don't know. And I went there for two reasons. One was to have a little bit of a holiday, but I also went there to make music with my friend Glenn. So Glenn is a recording engineer, mixing engineer, and music producer, and he runs a studio there called Strawport Studio. And he has helped me release all the music that I've been putting out over the past couple of years. So he's helped me with the recording, mixing, and mastering, all that kind of stuff. Now, I went there to work on 3 songs. So I recorded the vocals and the guitar parts for 3 songs, and he came up with some ideas for the drums and the bass parts and synths and that kind of stuff. So over the next couple of weeks, when he has time, he will work on those and get them ready for release. And this means that I have, or will have, a library of 6 songs that are finished or close to being finished and ready for release. Now, my current release schedule is such that I try to release a new song every 2 months. That's the goal anyway. And that means that with these 6 songs, I potentially have enough music for the next year. And I also plan to release some live recordings. So yeah, it looks like I've got music in the bag for the next 12 months, which is great because that gives me a lot of time. I don't have to think about immediately recording new music or writing new songs. It means that I can focus on developing myself as a musician. I can work on my guitar playing. I can learn more about music theory. I can try and learn to play the piano. I want to learn to play covers so that I soak up new influences, because I don't want to I'm in danger of repeating myself if I just continue the way that I'm working now. So I need to soak up some new influences and develop myself as a musician. Now, I do have pieces of music that I can write lyrics for, so that's something I can do, but I don't have the immediate pressure to write new music. Obviously it will happen just naturally because I like writing songs, but there's no immediate pressure to do it. And I do want to get back into the studio at some point, but maybe next year, maybe in the spring, and lay tracks ahead of the Cornelis train, as it were. Like get those tracks ready so that I have all that music ready, and I can just plan ahead for releasing music and promoting it and all that stuff. So the next song I plan to release in August. I'm just waiting for the trumpet player to finish recording his parts, and I'm speaking to Isabella, who's the graphic designer that I work with, about the artwork for this next song. By the way, if you're interested in my process of working together with graphic designers, then check out the interviews I've done with Isabella. You'll find them in the interviews section on this channel. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Now let's talk about social media. Now, obviously, I did not stop posting on social media. When you're traveling, it's a great excuse to post, and I'll show you what I've been up to. So here's my TikTok. Now, I've been struggling on TikTok over the past couple of months. Very rarely do I get above 300 views. So I need to work on this. Right now, I found that since going to Lithuania, my views has increased quite a lot. So as you can see here, more than 800, almost 800, more than 1,000, almost 800, more than 900, almost 700, and here 1,600. And there could be several reasons for this. One, it could be the format of the content that I'm posting. That could be a reason, and I'll show you what the format is in a moment. But the more likely thing is that it's just because I was abroad. I was in Lithuania, so TikTok was pushing me out to Lithuanian people, and what they're seeing is a tourist who's enjoying their country and is posting about their posting music. So I guess it's a bit more interesting than the average TikTok content that they see, in the same way that when a tourist comes to the UK from abroad, that's more interesting than a local. So I wonder if it's just that. But saying that, this last video got more than 600 views, and that was filmed here in the UK. I was just at my gym, so maybe the format is a good format. So anyway, I will show you the format. It goes like this. So I'll just pause it there. It's really simple, right? Basically, I say day 7, day 8, day 9 of promoting my music. I came all the way to Lithuania to have this is a misspelling, or I shouldn't have added that word. I came all the way to Lithuania to have lunch on a terrace and promote this song called A Dose of Truth. So in this case, I'm just literally sitting there, not doing anything. But this got so 101 likes, 836 views. This next one is where I'm at a lake. Right, I know it's not so bad. One day I'll look back. This one's a bit more interesting because there's movement and you can see the lake in the background. But again, day 8 of promoting my music, I came all the way to this lake in Lithuania just to get people to hear my song Look Back and Laugh. So it's kind of humorous, and in the videos, as you can see, I'm not there's no big emotions. I'm just living my life, you know, just chilling out, just very casual. So maybe it's a bit interesting, the contrast of me being in a somewhat interesting location, but then I'm pretending that I went all the way to this country just to promote my music. But yeah, it got 121 likes there, and almost 800 views. So this next one, I'm in a castle. Anyway, you get the point. I'm just very nonchalantly, oh, I came all the way to this location just to promote my music. And as I said, I tried it at my local gym. 90 likes, more than, so 90 likes, almost 700 views. So maybe the format is working. So anyway, I'm going to continue doing it. London is a big city. There are lots of interesting places to go here where I can try this out. So I'm just going to continue on with it and see if it works. So obviously, whatever I post on TikTok goes on all the other social media platforms. So I'll show you how it's going on Instagram. Instagram is pretty good. So Instagram, as you can see here, almost 700, more than 700, almost 700. This one, almost 1400 views. A bit less for the studio, behind the scenes in the studio. This one, 1400. This is interesting, right? Because it's just me sitting in a jealous of your sister. Don't try to trade places with us. So it's not super interesting, but I guess maybe it's the contrast of a somewhat interesting location and me just not really reacting, and then pretending that I went all the way there to promote my music. Maybe that's working for now. I'll just continue with it and see if it keeps working. So YouTube is funny because the results on YouTube are really up and down. Sometimes it's 21 views, 17 views, and then the next one 400. Now the good thing about YouTube, of course, is that you can link a short to a proper video. So what I do is I link the short to the lyric video of the song that I'm promoting. So that's the good thing about YouTube. Now on YouTube, I'm trying out some new content ideas. So I'm doing this gig diary where, because I go to all these small gigs, and what I'm doing is I'm taking some footage, and then I'm interviewing people after the show, asking them what they thought of the band. And I'm not getting loads of views, 26, 9, 18, 11, but it's just another piece of content that I can share, that might be discovered by the fans of these bands, I share it on other social media platforms, and I tag the bands, and sometimes they might share it with their followers. So it's something that I do anyway. I go to these gigs anyway. I might as well get something out of it, right? And when I was in Lithuania, I also took some footage of me exploring the city and going to the lake and that kind of stuff. And I will put together a short, almost like a travel vlog. And I did this when I went to Latvia earlier in the year. As you can see here, Riga, Latvia, May 2024. And it was just shots of me walking through the city, or I discovered something and I just talked about it, and I talked about performing at this little art gallery. So I'm not a travel vlogger. It's not super in-depth. It's not about, oh, these are the top 10 things to visit in a city. Nothing like that. It's just giving people a general impression of what it's like in the place that I visited, and of course using my music as a soundtrack for it, right? So I did this for Riga in Latvia, and I will do the same for Vilnius. So yeah, just another piece of content that might be discovered by people. And I think it's interesting for people from those countries to see an outsider visiting their country, and it's a way for me to introduce my music to them. So what are the results on Spotify? So at the moment I'm at about 113, well, I am on 113 listeners in the past 28 days. So I was floating around 100 for a while. So is this part of an uptrend? Who knows? when you are looking at statistics and low numbers like this, you should be very careful about drawing conclusions, because a small change has a huge impact. So who knows? 113, last month there was 100, and before that was 95. So is it part of an uptrend? Maybe. Who knows? Hopefully it is, and hopefully all my promotion activities are having an impact. What's always nice to see is the saves. People are saving it and adding to playlists. Now, something that is part of an uptrend is my follower count. So if I just switch to the last 12 months, and you can see that a year ago I had 354 followers, and now I have 392, and it's a 10% increase, or almost 11% increase over the past year. So that's good. That's something to kind of look at and say, okay, there's a definite positive trend in there. Now, how much of this is translating into people actually listening, because you know what it's like. You go to a gig or whatever, and people ask you about your music and your Spotify, and they follow you, but will they actually listen? Who knows? But these small indicators, maybe together you can take together and say, okay, there's an uptrend. I wish there was I wish you could see like a moving average when you switch to the 12-month view. Is that possible? No, I don't see if that's the case, because then you could see if there's an uptrend, or because it's hard to see with this kind of view. So Spotify, if you're watching, give us a moving average, and then we can see if there's a change. Although this helps obviously here, listeners, previous period, this period. So I've more than doubled, 126% change in listeners in the past 12 months compared to the previous 12 months. 115% increase in streams. Stream per listener is slightly down, 5%, but it's not a big deal. And saves and playlists is up as well. So it's going in the right direction, right? I just need to keep at it. So yeah, what I've mentioned before, the focus for me is social media, short form video content. We had a couple of bad weeks of weather in London, and since I've been back, it's been nice again. So who knows how long may this continue for the next month at least, and I can get out and about and create content. If you are based in London and you are a musician who wants to create short form video content, get in touch with me, because at the moment I'm just doing it myself and it's really awkward. But if I had some other people, other musicians working with me, then it would be great, right? So I could take footage of you, you could take footage of me, we could help each other create content. That would be really cool. So if you're a musician in London, get in touch and we can work together. Okay, so that's it for today. Oh, one more thing I should say is that Your Band is a Business has reached more than 500 subscribers. So thank you very much. We are currently at 502 subscribers. So that's really cool. I'm thinking about holding a live stream get together at some point, whether that's, I don't think I can do it through YouTube, but maybe through Zoom or something like that. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment and we'll see if we can do that. Just a way for us to chat with each other, share tips, share advice on how to grow as an independent musician. I think that would be really cool, and I want to do that in London as well. I want to create a meetup. So just it will just start as a bunch of people gathering at a pub, and we'll just get together and just chat about what it's like to be an independent musician and give each other tips and advice and learn from each other. I want to do that as well. So if you're in London and that is of interest to you, then also leave a comment. Okay, that's it for today. I will keep you guys up to date with what I'm working on next, because a new song is going to be released in August and I'm going to be promoting it in various ways, including with Facebook and Instagram ads. So I'm going to talk about that as well. Okay, I'll speak to you guys next time.